on the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Tennessee Volunteers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No one. At a return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Using his feet. Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback keep. Could be an alley. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Running inside, it's Brown.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Now here's Manning. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The Longhorns are flying down the field. Here's Arts to throw. He's got him. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Manning. It's complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The option look. Now the pitch. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Fires to the right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Vols are in the hurry-up. He's got it again. And the defense drags him down.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Snags it, and there's running room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they can't be thrilled using all 3 timeouts here in the first quarter. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The RPO, it's complete. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. The run inside. It's Bishop. Might have a chance. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Running the red zone, it's Bishop. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. A grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He'll take it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The give. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Makes the grab in their space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Hard running there.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul. The play-action fake. And
and that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Vols have this offense rolling.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, if they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Rides to the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Quick release by the QB. Fighting off the defender. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Might be changing the route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to him on the ground. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Vols come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this first down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Got it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Throwing Manning. Good hand hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over it. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. The Raine Trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Now here's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play and they got it, and the foot down for the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Madness. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Reads it, fires complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Running inside. It's Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Arch is going to throw for it. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Going to the run, it's Brown. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. And you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
He strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to pass on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Manning from the gun on third down. Going to try to get it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Makes the grab and room to run. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Unloads quickly, and there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The run inside. It's Morris. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
To throw, Manning. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And a nice job on the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This has been the problem for the offense in this game so far, guys. They're getting down into the red zone, but they're not able to punctuate these drives with touchdowns. They've had to settle for field goals already, and getting sacked on first down in the red zone again is putting them in a bad position all of a sudden, moving backwards. The offense has got to be better in this critical area.
Fakes the grab. Knocked off his feet. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Game number 6. Coming up, 4th down.
And the Volunteers looking to convert on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Caught. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll run it. It's Morris. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another player or two.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. Marches ahead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal.
95-96 Bridge. 95-96 Bridge. Ready, go!
Try to march their way in. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. They're going to run it. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Got a little grass. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a 1st down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go right back to him. He's past the 30, and he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Here's Manning to throw. Snagged out of the air. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Try the right side with Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Manning. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for you.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Got his man out of the backfield. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So here is the Tennessee offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Running inside. It's Bishop. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dangerous screen into traffic. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dumps it off in the flats. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots.
He lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Vols, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 78 yards down the field and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Here's Arch to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They go play action with Manning. Looking for a big play. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. The run inside. It smothers.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Hand off for Brown. Finding some room. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. First down, right back to Brown. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult, but you need your...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
Texas 28, Tennessee 13.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other